All right, guys, the Utah Jazz winning a big one against the Portland Trailblazers. I'm hyped. I'm also Hanson James, and this is the SLC Dunk postgame show. What an amazing game tonight to watch. Some of you might be watching the World Series, but if you did and you didn't watch this game, I hope you had it on DVR because this was incredible. This was the Jazz showing some fight that you don't see from every team in the NBA, this type of fight. There was a point in that fourth quarter where the Jazz were down 6, and everyone just figured we were dead in the water, that this game was over. But these guys are fighters. They have pride. They compete on every possession. Yeah, do we have an elite scorer like a Damian Lillard or Kevin Durant or any of those types? No, we don't. We might get there with Donovan Mitchell. But these guys just fight. And it's led by Ricky Rubio, who was, again, incredible tonight. Ricky Rubio was incredible tonight. And Donovan Mitchell, too. Donovan Mitchell was... You couldn't sit him. Quinn Snyder couldn't afford to sit him. By the way, guys, this is an overtime game that went to overtime partly because Rodney Hood was 0 for 11. If Rodney Hood hit like 2 or 3 shots, that game was probably an easy win for the Jazz. But because Rodney Hood couldn't hit a shot for the life of him, we go to overtime. That is so big for this team. And Donovan Mitchell hitting his 3 with regularity is massive. So let's see. Let's talk first a little bit about Ricky Rubio. Or let's first talk about Damian Donovan Mitchell. They look very similar, to be honest, this game. They looked very similar. Donovan Mitchell, then we'll talk a little bit about Ricky Rubio. And then there's one other player I want to talk about who was a big-time player for this team in this game. And there were a few other interesting things we'll probably get to. But first, Donovan Mitchell was fantastic, guys, and we needed him in a big way because Rodney Hood was having one of those nights that he sometimes has where he was going 0 for 11. It just wouldn't fall for him. And I don't know if it was because Aminu was guarding him, because Rodney plays sometimes at the 3 and they put their best defender on him, which very well could have been, but he couldn't hit a single shot. And he passed up a few threes as well, and so I don't know what the deal is there, but Rodney just did not have the confidence tonight, and maybe rightfully so because the shot wasn't falling. And Donovan Mitchell answered the call. That guy is special. You guys, we've got a special player on our team. His defense was awesome tonight. He has played some of the best offensive players in the NBA, and he has answered the call every time. It's unbelievable that we have a rookie that can play and guard Damian Lillard that well. I mean, Damian Lillard at the end of that game was hitting shots, but he got some frustrated from Donovan Mitchell's defense, as well as Ricky Rubio and the other guy, Thabo Sefolosha. Big time play. The fact that we can have Donovan Mitchell out there and he can play defense like that, it's unbelievable, guys. Rookies don't do that. That's why we should have never been scared about him, because the fact that he can play Tony Allen level defense as a rookie, I'm so freaking hyped over Donovan Mitchell, you guys. He's incredible. He's incredible. I hope you're getting those Donovan Mitchell jerseys. We got this guy for 7 years. He's at this level already. And he can hit that 3 with regularity now. And you know the fun part about Donovan Mitchell, too, at the end of the game? So exciting. He was smiling. At that, like he was having fun. Donovan Mitchell loves basketball. There's guys that don't love basketball, but they're just good at it. And they know they make money at it. Donovan Mitchell's going to make a lot of money, but Donovan Mitchell also, he loves basketball. He loves to be out there and have the crowd cheer and they both call. And I just love everything about this guy. He's got everything you want in the makeup of a player. Justin Swap, that game was boss. Yes, sir. That game was amazing. Justin Swap, Donovan Hayward, Gordon Mitchell. I don't know what his name is anymore. Guess what? I never saw Gordon Hayward do this type of thing in his first year with regularity. Guys, we've got a special player that can score in a special way, and then he can guard and fight around screens like I've never seen a rookie do. He has got super level athleticism on the defensive end. It translates in every single way. And then you combine that with his length, his arm length, incredible. So Donovan Mitchell was amazing. We'll probably be talking about that every single night because he's incredible. He's going to fight his way into the starting lineup. I don't know how he doesn't get on the starting lineup at some point. It's fantastic. All right, now let's talk about Ricky Rubio, who was incredible as well. Ricky Rubio has become just the heart and soul of this team next to Rudy Gobert. This guy comes out and he fights. We didn't have stuff like this from the perimeter last year. We had quiet players. Gordon Hayward is a quiet guy. Rodney Hood is a quiet guy. Nothing against those guys, but they're just kind of quiet, and they're not just natural leaders. I'm not trying to insult those guys. That's just kind of the fact of the matter. Ricky Rubio leads with passion and fight, and he's a leader. And he makes everyone better around him, both emotionally and then literally on the court with all the assists and passing that he does. Some of his passing is interesting. I still don't think he's quite connecting with Rudy. I'm not 100% sure Rubio is that great of a lob thrower, but he's incredible, and his passing is great, and he just leads this team. And tonight, Ricky Rubio scored 30 points, led the team in scoring when we needed him most. He's out there doing the things we were hoping that he would be able to do at the beginning of the year. But just another night for Ricky Rubio, who apparently can't shoot, but 30 points, 8 for 17, 47% from the field. That's good for a perimeter player. And then 3 for 6 from 3, including that big-time 3 where he came down, pulled up in transition, and buried it. Amazing! And I'm just loving the fact that he loves this Utah crowd. Like, guys, when we're there and we're cheering, he hears you, and he's feeding off of it. How nice is it to have Ricky Rubio, a defensive player, be on a defensive-minded team that wants to win and has a great coach? This might be the first time Ricky Rubio's had a great coach. Right now, Thibodeau in Minnesota, they have like the worst-ranked defense in the league. He's finally being coached by a coach that can coach a top defense. And I know that Rudy helps, but it takes coaching to get there. You can't just have a great defensive player and get everything. That takes coaching. So it's just exciting to have Ricky Rubio on this team. His passion and fire, he never quits. He doesn't allow other players to get down. I just love the positive attitude from Ricky Rubio. One of the things that I think helped Donovan Mitchell in his slump at the beginning of the year, where he just couldn't hit a shot, and most of it was just adrenaline, was Ricky Rubio just giving him confidence and saying, you know what, no need to worry about it. And that comes from Donovan Mitchell. So Donovan Mitchell can thank Ricky Rubio, who's just an absolute leader of men, to help this team win games. It's fantastic. I can't get over how much Ricky Rubio's leadership is helping this team. He is a veteran. He knows how to win. For years, Ricky Rubio has been on bad teams that did not know how to win. And sometimes that makes you a little worried because you wonder if that stuff rubs off. It doesn't. This guy is a competitor. He is a fighter. He never gives up. He doesn't allow other players to give up. He's got that same fire and passion that Rudy does. It's incredible. It's absolutely fantastic that we have these types of players leading us every night. Do we have I wrote an article on SLC Dunk. Please go to SLC Dunk. Read all the stuff there, guys. But we have like the number 2 defense in the league right now. It's going to be better after tonight, even with the Damian Lillard stuff. It was incredible, guys. Our defense is legit. It is legit. There are times where people can't even score on us. But this team has guys that just won't quit. And so we have the number 2 defense before tonight, and we have the 25th offense in the league. It's going to go up when Rubio's shooting like he did tonight. Although Rodney Hood's 0 for 11. That doesn't help our offensive rating. But we'll see. But anyways, we're going to win a lot of games because our defense is going to keep us in a lot of games. And a game like tonight against Portland, who is competing with us for a playoff spot, don't forget, this game is going to matter in 60 games when we're fighting for playoff speeds. They don't quit. And we're going to win games because our defense was dominant. And there were times in that first quarter where they couldn't even make a simple pass. Not like the best thing they did against our defense in that first quarter at times was just being able to dribble the ball past half court. Once it got past half court, they were in the danger zone. It was like the Upside Down and Stranger Things coming against our defense. I swear, you know that part in Will in Stranger Things where he goes and he sees that shadow monster over the city? That's what it's like going into the Jazz defense and seeing Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is the shadow monster that crushes all your dreams and all your hopes of ever scoring a basket. That's what the Jazz defense is. It is amazing. It is absolutely incredible. And one of the players, so credit to Ricky Rubio, Rudy Gobert, Derek Favors is playing good defense against opposing fours. But the other guy that has been an unsung hero for this team on defense and sometimes on offense too as well tonight, Thabo Sefolosha. Guys, we don't win that game tonight if it's not for Thabo Sefolosha. So let's look at Thabo's line tonight. Thabo played 28 minutes. He shot 40% from the field, but 2 for 3 from the three-point line. That's huge because he's struggled this year. So that's going to help. But Thabo Sefolosha, guess who had the biggest plus-minus of the team? Plus 24, Thabo Sefolosha. Plus 24. The next nearest was plus 17 and then plus 14. Thabo flat out helped us win this game. That was a massive pickup by Dennis Lindsey. That is one of those moves that is going to win us. It won us the game tonight. That move by Dennis Lindsey and that number for that contract is unbelievable. And the fact that we can re-sign Thabo, we get to choose whether we re-sign him. I can tell you right now, yes, we will re-sign Thabo. I mean, we're looking at a team like the Cavaliers right now who are absolutely struggling to stop anybody. You think the Cavaliers wouldn't mind having someone like Thabo Sefolosha on their team? Or maybe someone like Epe Udoh, who has been just a defensive stalwart for us? He can't catch the ball on the offensive end, but my goodness, his defense is fantastic behind Rudy. But Thabo Sefolosha, 2 for 3 from 3 tonight, made some incredible stops and defensive plays. Having the highest plus-minus on the team means you were playing insane defense, and that's what Thabo did. Deflections, he was doing things in transition. He was just making plays. He was in at the end of the game to help win the game. Thabo was just incredible tonight. And when we were down 6, I think it was one of those 2 threes that caught us up when we were down 6 that was Thabo. So that's incredible, guys. Absolutely incredible. I am so impressed with this Jazz team. Joe Ingles had a couple funny turnovers, but 3 for 10 from Joe, which is surprising. 1 for 5 from 3, which is not normal. Still, 8 rebounds, 5 assists from Joe Ingles. You know, that's big time stuff from Joe. The thing I love about Joe Ingles is we can plug Joe wherever we want, and he's going to help the team win. 2 blocks from Joe Ingles as well. You know, and when Joe Ingles is hitting threes, this team actually becomes pretty good. So we can be, you know, we're not going to be a top 10 offense in the league. That's just not something we're going to be able to do. I mean, never say never, but unless we start getting some stretch threes from Derek Favors or something like that, it's going to be really difficult for us to have a top 10 defense. But we can have a top 15. We definitely had it during preseason, and I think we hit that point for the first couple games, and then Hood got hurt and Ingles got sick, and we just, you know, kind of stumbled in the middle of the year. But our defense has been elite throughout. When you come play the Utah Jazz, you have to play great defense because you know that we are going to play great defense on you. You are going to struggle to score against the Utah Jazz. The Warriors, you know, they're great, and we're probably not going to be able to stop the Warriors, but who does? But for most other teams in the NBA, scoring against the Utah Jazz is going to be hard. Every possession, and not just every possession, every pass is difficult against the Jazz. When you have the length the Jazz have at every position, starting from Rubio to Donovan Mitchell, to Rodney Hood, to Joe Ingles, to Derek Favors, to Rudy Gobert, to Thabo Sefolosha. It's hard to just even complete passes at times against the Utah Jazz, let alone score points. Rudy was dominant tonight again, guys. That's the other guy we've got to give big props to. So we're not going to talk about it a lot, but it was really strange how bad that non-travel call against the Blazers was by the referees. That was crazy. That nearly cost us the game. And then they, of course, call a travel on Ricky Rubio right after. The irony of that is painful. But then you know what happens? Rudy Gobert, king of defense, should be defensive player of the year. If Rudy Gobert is not defensive player of the year after some of the performances he's doing, this is rigged. But Rudy Gobert had that block on Damian Lillard on a floater. He caught Damian Lillard floater and blocked the game, and that won the game as well. So many winning plays in this game, and a lot of them on defense for this team. Just big-time stuff. And Rudy hitting free throws. I know he missed 2, but he made 2, and that was enough to win. Rudy Gobert deserves every single Defensive Player of the Year vote, and I hope a lot of people watched tonight because this was a big-time game against a team that has played really, really well. I don't know what the numbers are, and maybe we'll look it up, but the Blazers are playing lights out right now, and their three-point shooting is really, really good, and we did a pretty decent job of stopping them. So tonight, the Portland Trailblazers shot 26% from 3, and I think the Blazers are one of the top, if not the top three-point shooting team in the league right now. So we held one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league to 26% from three. That's insane. That is so good. And they are already a bad overall field goal percentage team, and we held them below that, 39%. They shot 39% as a team. That includes Nurkic's pick-and-roll game that seemed to cause a little trouble for Rudy tonight. So that's incredible, guys. The intensity that this team plays with, the absolute no quit at all times is unbelievable. It's just not normal. You just don't see this on random, Wednesday night games. You see a team put out an effort like this on defense, it's incredible. All right, guys, that's what I got tonight. Big time win for the Jazz. Super impressive for them to play against a team that is really hot right now. To have Rodney Hood go for 0 for 11 and we still found a way to win, big time. Big time stuff. So we should be excited about the Jazz. Make sure like and comment on Facebook, YouTube. Go to SLC Dunk. Please read all the articles. Let us know what you think. Tell your friends about all this stuff. It's been just a blast doing these post-game shows with you guys. We're going to keep on doing it. Talk to you later.